Toxic fandom. We have heard this same tired argument more times than I can count. And every time they try to benefit off of a pre-existing franchise by using that name, using that likeness, but completely changing everything that it stood for. And then, of course, they wanted that pre-existing fan base, but as soon as that fan base looks at it and says, this has nothing to do with the thing that we love, suddenly that's just a toxic fan base, and they don't want your opinions. We don't want your feedback. But, of course, they say they love fan feedback. We love getting constructive criticism. We love the fan base. No, they love it when you tell them what they want to hear. And the moment you have an opinion that doesn't line up with what they want, they will destroy you. They will label you everything they possibly can to dismiss everything that you're saying, and that is what's happening with Rings of Power. Rings of Power is here. People have had a chance to see it now. People have had a chance to see just how bad it is, and trust me, it's really, really bad. And we're going to be talking about that a lot on Friday Night Tights today. But in response to the horrifically negative response, Amazon, to combat review bombing, Amazon has suspended user reviews for the Rings of Power. Wow, you really care about those fans, don't you, Amazon? Now, this is over on comicbook.com, which will probably be a really trash way of presenting everything that's going on because they love to lick that corporate boot. As has happened with other recent streaming releases, Amazon Prime Video's latest series, The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, has found itself the target of review bombing by some unhappy campers. The Hollywood Reporter brings word that Amazon is fighting this by suspending user reviews for the series of the Amazon landing page Prime Video app, preventing anyone from leaving a rating on it at all. As of this writing, the series has an 84% critical rating on Rotten Tomatoes, a promising number to its audience compared to its audience score of 38%, and that's actually now a 37, I think. I just posted about it, 37% right there. It says reviews from trolls like an affront to true fans. The person responsible for this disaster should be arrested. So now, if you have an opinion, and if you have passion, and if you say anything that doesn't line up with it, you are a troll, and they're going to dismiss you as that. This has been happening in fandom for years, and this is why we continue to battle against it, because we're sick and tired of their dismissal. You did a shit job. You wanted to capitalize off of this historic fandom, but you didn't want to respect what came before it, and then you want to try to sit there and modernize a prequel, which is ridiculous in every sense of the word. It has virtue signaling in it. It has this social commentary bullshit in it, and people don't like it. It's that simple. This is not complicated. This is not something that needs to have a level of thinking to understand what's going on. It's not that hard to figure out. But of course, that fake victim narrative is always their go-to anytime they get criticized, rightfully so, for the shit job that they're doing. Unbelievable. And it just continues to make excuses, I'm assuming here, for this series, because of course they want this series. They need this series. In the past, Amazon Prime has leaned into negative review bombing by certain sects of the fandom. Again, review bombing is such a bullshit claim. Review bombing is such a stupid thing. People positively and negatively review bomb things because that's the nature of fandom. You're going to make people happy. You're going to make people angry. Sometimes you make them more happy than you make them angry, and sometimes you make them more angry than you make them happy. That's the nature of fandom. If you don't want fans giving their feedback, don't make a fucking show based on that fandom. Make something completely new. Oh, that's right, you can't, because you know you can't make something new. You know that you can't make something from the ground up, because you know no one's going to watch your social justice bullshit. So that's why you're trying to capitalize off of a pre-existing fandom. And you want that fandom until, of course, that fandom holds you responsible and wants you to do a good job at honoring the source material. Amazon, all of these billion-dollar companies don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a shit about any of the source material. All they want to do is capitalize and use it to virtue signal to cover up all the skeletons in their closet. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to the channel. Check us out on geeksandgamers.com, locals.com, or geeksandgamers.com or .locals.com. I'll have links in the description for all of that, and also on Rumble and Odyssey. We appreciate your support. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.